Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Beg Brigade. Yes, on a Sunday night. Ooh, Sunday night. Hope y'all have had a good weekend. It's been okay around here. It's been nice and quiet. We like nice and quiet. I don't know about y'all, but I like nice and quiet. Well, hot off the hook is Marsha's sweater. Hot off the hook, I tell you, like 15 minutes ago. And you know what I had to do? I had to jump on here and show it to y'all. How do y'all like my hat? This is this is the Bad Hair Day hat. I got this here at Walmart yesterday. I was looking for a cheap hat. This was the cheapest hat they had. $6. And it says North American Tour 1973 on it. Ironic, since I was born in 73. So that works for me. Of course, I did not realize that it said that until I got home. That's me. Well, anyway, look how beautiful this came out. I'm so proud of it. So, yes, it came out. And get this, only 3 skeins of the Scarfy yarn and 1.5 of this gorgeous stuff, this Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Chunky Low Peel Fiber. 1.5, I would say. Not quite half. Yeah, not quite half, but every bit of that first one. And these are 211 yards. So, and I only used it for the cuffs and the trim work. And I can't remember, how many did we do? I think I did 3. Let's see. Well, yeah, 3 rows. 3 rows of front post, back post. So, not the 5 that I did on the cuffs, but 3 got me the length that I was looking for. I did end up adding 7 rows to the bottom of this, and then the trim work. So in case anyone was wondering how many rows I had to add to the bottom of this sweater to get it to the length that Marsha wanted it, it was 7 rows, and then the 3 rows of front post, back post. Now I did a row of course you do a row of double crochets, and then you go back and then you do your front post, back post for 3 rows. That's how that works. So but yeah. And Miracle of Miracles, I only used 3 skeins of the Scarfy yarn. And I had these 2 little nuggets left. So, and me and this yarn, we had a fight earlier this afternoon. This afternoon we had a fight. It got into a tangle, and then it wanted to stick to itself, and then I had to do surgery. And there was still a tangle that I couldn't get out because it just wouldn't stop sticking to itself. So I finally just... Well, I told Marsha that I only used 3 skeins, and I still had the other 3 skeins I would send her back with her sweater. And she's like, no, you keep that and use it for someone else's sweater that might order a sweater. So if you're out there and you really love this sweater and you would like one with the same yarn, I have 3 skeins of it, and I could make one for probably a 1-2X person. So I don't have any, and I have 2 more skeins of this. I have 2 more skeins of this, so I do have enough for the trim work too. And I have just enough out of this and these 2 little nuggets to make her a hat. Because I'm clever like that. Now, I hadn't done any other crochet because yesterday I didn't crochet anything. I did all of this today. So, yeah, today. Now, I did, there's a new feature on my phone that I've been playing with. It's called Dual Capture. It's where I can, it lets me film like forward facing, like you can see what I'm looking at, and it also films you where you can see my face at the same time. So basically, the big part of it is the main focus of the camera would be on what I'm looking at, and so that would be the big picture would be that, and then in a little box you would see my face, and so that I've been playing with that a little bit. And yesterday when I was at Walmart, I recorded their yarn aisle, such as it is. But there was, of course, music and stuff that would probably get me a copyright strike. So I am talking in the video. Excuse me. But what I'm going to have to do is take the sound out of the video if I'm going to use it in a video, in a video that I upload. So I may attach it to the end of this video. It's about almost a 5-minute clip, but you won't hear me talking. You see my face. You'll see you might even be able to interpret what I'm saying because y'all know me so well. But you won't be able to hear me say anything because I have there's a way to go into your videos before you upload them or before you attach them to other videos and just take the sound right out of it. So you can edit and just take it right out, and so the video would just have no sound. So I may attach. So if you see me in this video, but then the video still has time on it, it's because I've attached that clip so that you could see what my Walmart yarn aisle looks like. And see my reactions. Well, you'll see my face in a little bitty box. But I'm just it's just a video feature on my new phone that I'm playing with, and so I figured I would add it to this video since this is a Sunday video that y'all weren't expecting, and just see what y'all think. See what you think about the style of video that it is with the box in a box. And, I apologize in advance for it being a quiet video and without sound, but y'all understand I can't afford copyright strikes. I make this much on YouTube as it is, and I can't afford for them to be taking my videos off because of the copyrights. So that's why you don't see me doing, there are open source music and stuff that I could probably add to my videos, but I just don't risk it. There are several of us out that don't edit our videos and don't add music because it's just not worth the risk. And there's so much effort that goes into finding music that is open sourced and that doesn't put you in danger of getting copyright strike. To me, it's just more effort than I really want to put into it. And for what? Y'all, I've been doing this a little over 4 years, and I've never made fancy edited videos with animations and, music and all that. And why am I going to start that now? Because in order to do that, I'd have to go pay for an editing app and learn how to use an editing app, and it's just, and then I risk losing people that are uninterested in that sort of thing to begin with. A lot of people, because if you have a 20-minute video and then the first minute and a half is some sort of music related intro, some people are just going to click off the video because they're not interested in watching that music-related intro. They just want to see you. They're not trying to click into some music montage of whatever you're about to talk about. They just want to hear you talk, or they just want to hear you show what you're going to show. They don't want to listen to music and montage and, all this frou-frou stuff, So I'm just going to keep keeping it real, if that's all right with y'all. I'm just going to, well, the way that I've always referred to my videos is I'm just going in the raw. I'm just recording in the raw, baby. What you see is what you get. Now, with those picture-in-a-picture, dual capture videos, there's no editing involved in that either. I'm just basically, like, I'm thinking about doing some outdoor stuff. And with me and Maggie, maybe some nature walks, maybe. And so I figured I could do that and then, talk to y'all while y'all watch us walk, and, you see me talking, but you at the same time, you watching Maggie in front of me, you're seeing what I'm seeing, but you still get to see my face, that kind of thing, so I'm not editing that. I'm just giving you a different point of view, so that's why I'm kind of playing with that feature on my phone, because I really think it's cool. And I think it would just give a different point of view and make it more interesting, So I would really like some feedback. I guess that's why I'm going to add that clip to the end, because I really want y'all's feedback on how you feel like, what you think about the dual capture. And do you like the dual capture, with the little picture in a picture? Is it interesting to you? Is it fun to watch? Is it something you'd like to see more of? That kind of thing. That's basically why I'm doing it, is because I just want feedback. Because how many of y'all have seen what other people's Walmarts look like? I mean, bless Creative Grandma's heart. She and her crew have been to their Walmart many, many times and showed you what their Walmart has, and they pretty much all look like that. All of our Walmarts look like that at this point. So I'm not going to show you anything that y'all probably haven't already seen, but it's what's in Shreveport City, Shreveport Barksdale Highway in Louisiana. That's what my Walmart looks like. It's 5 minutes from my house. That's what it looks like. It actually was very organized. I mean, some of the shelves looked gappy, like they didn't have much on them. Some of them looked a little gappy, but I mean, it was free of clutter, and it was, fairly well organized. I've seen it worse. But it looked nice. Now, our store did recently have this past May, it had a huge remodel, and they reorganized the whole store. They relocated everything, and I probably bellyached about it on my channel, because every time we went into the store to go find what we wanted, it was like a treasure hunt just to find your essentials. Because everything that was supposed to be in one aisle was across the store. The dog food that was in, where it used to be, you used to could walk in the general merchandise side of the store and then turn to the right and go close to the garden center, and that's where your dog food and stuff are. Oh no, that's not where the dog food and stuff is anymore. No. No, it's over there close to the grocery side now. Down by dairy. The complete opposite side of the store. Now, I'm not going to say, that took a little getting used to, that being the case. But now that I'm used to that being where the dog food is, that's actually convenient. Because I don't have to go, when I'm only going in for dog food and then people food, the fact that it's all on the same side of the store is actually good. But when it first happened, I was hot. I was mad. I was not happy about that at all, because I don't really like change. I don't like change at all. I don't like people to move stuff that has been there in the same spot for years, and in the same, I'm used to it being there. I don't like it moved. I don't want it moved. I don't. Why are you moving my stuff? Why do you have to change that? It's working for me. Why are you changing it? But of course, now that they've changed it, I'm like, oh, Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? Now that they've done it, I'm like, that sort of works. And of course, the yarn used to be on the GM side now, and now it's sort of in the middle of the back. And it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird how they've changed it. And it's just weird. And the killer part is the way our store, my closest store is nothing like the store that is 10 minutes up about 15 minutes up the road. And the killer part is that one in what I'm going to call the bougie part of town. The one on Burt Coons that's down there in the bougie part of town is always better stocked, has better merchandise, and nicer cashiers. And their store is completely organized, completely different. Completely different. The dog food is now their dog food is on the grocery side. But it's not mixed up with the groceries or anything. It's in its own little. It's on the side where they have laundry detergent and all that kind of and other stuff. But it's not with the people food. But it's in a logical place. But it's still not in the same place as the other Walmart. No. You would think they all need that. If you're going to have a chain store like that, they should all be exactly the same. You should be able to walk into any given Walmart and have everything be in the exact same spot as any other Walmart. I think it's ridiculous that they're different from store to store. That's what I think. I think if you're going to have a corporate run business like that it's so corporate that they should all look the exact same when you walk in them. That way you know exactly what to expect. You know exactly where everything is, no matter what store you walk into, no matter what city you're in, no matter what location you're in. I think they should all be exactly the same. I just think that would, for those of us that have issues, I just think that would be better. I think that would be uniformly that way, and it would help their employees as well, because they have the employee exchange program, where they can go work somewhere else. So it would help them too if you're going to go from one Walmart to the other. That if all the Walmarts are set up and laid out exactly the same, then if you go from one Walmart to the other, you still know where everything is. You still know where everything goes. It would just make logical sense, would it not? I'm talking good sense here, am I not? It makes sense to me. But do they do that? No. No, they do not. I'm sure some chain stores do. But Walmart isn't one of them. There's no rhyme or reason to what they're doing. What's his face would roll over in his grave if he knew what they were doing. I bet you he would agree with me if he was still around. He would agree with me. Yes, it should be uniform. It really should. I just think that they would probably have people show up better to work if it was all the same like that. I think people would be happier if they had more uniformity to what they were doing instead of just willy-nilly dilly-dallying and whatever they're doing. They don't need me in charge though. They'd be broke inside a month. I'd pay everybody $30 an hour because they don't get paid enough. Nobody gets paid enough in that place. They'd be getting paid union wages if it was up to me. Yes, they'd all be getting overpaid. Yes. I bet you they'd all show up then. None of this calling off business because, well, they just didn't feel up to going. Well, I hope I entertained you a little bit this evening. Oh, I forgot to show y'all the next sweater combo, the next sweater color combo. I finally got the details from my client and re-agreed. Well, she told me what color she was looking for, and I scoured my yarn and came up with the right yarn that she agreed with. So here we are. This is Lion Brand Heartland. You know I'm excited about that. So this colorway is called Olympic. And just so happened I had collected this particular colorway for another purpose months ago. So I ended up with 7.5 skeins of this. And so I went through my stash and found all of it today. And so there's this. This is just really pretty. It's like the color of denim, sort of like a darker denim. And then there's this. This is a Hirschner's Worsted 8 Heathers, and this color is called Navel. And so I'm gonna use this beautiful lighter color blue with this darker blue, and we're gonna do a solid stitch, another solid stitch cardi like this one. And so it'll be beautiful. And I have three big balls of this. This one is 489 yards per ball, and I have 3 of that one, so that's plenty of yardage. And these are 251 yards per ball, and I'm gonna use a 6mm clover hook most likely, and I'll just play with whatever hook decides it wants to work with those 2 yarns. I know that my clover hook usually works really good with Heartland. I know I've used this yarn with one other sweater a couple of years ago, and I want to say I used my clover, but I'm not sure. So I'll have to play with it and see. I have had a couple of instances with different sweaters where I was using different brands of yarn and had to use two or three different hooks because the yarn just called for that. So it wouldn't be out of the norm for me to use one hook for the Heartland and a different hook for the Hirschners. So I'm prepared for that, though. I'm prepared for that, and it would be fine. But I should be starting on that in the next day or two. I still had to go through, I'm going to pull out all the totes and line them up in the living room tomorrow and try to get some more organization. Now, I would like to tell you that I'm going to film part of that so that you can see my stash in its entirety, but I make no promises. Because I really, after going through them today and noticing that I have totes that only have a couple of big skeins of yarn in them and that's it. So not even all of them are full. So I really need to just pull them out and get them where I can see them opened and just sit and just really go through them and get some sort of idea of what I still have. I go through them often enough. I have a general idea of what I have, and I knew I had the Hirschners, and I knew I had that Hirschner, that Heartland in that blue when she mentioned she wanted a royal type blue, and I was like, what do you have that's close to royal blue? And I remembered that really brilliant blue there. And when I showed it to her, she was good. She was good with that. So lucky for me, because that's the closest I had to royal. But in quantity. What are you chewing on? I hope that's a toy you're chewing on. Sorry, I just saw her doing a chewing movement. And Theo's still doing very well. He's got a nice, good scab going over his injury, and so he's straight. He's good. But yes, Mama loves you. But yeah, this should be a nice one. I'll probably start on it tomorrow. We got some things going. I'm probably going to take Johnny for a checkup Tuesday, do a walk-in for him. He's overdue for a checkup. And so I'm just going to take him, get him a checkup, maybe a referral for a concern I have. But he's good. I just, I got to make some more phone calls for that. But that's about all we got going this week. That's about it. But like I said, I am thinking about doing a little bit of a nature walk with Maggie. And I'll take y'all along for that. So I don't know when, but soon. I had to scout out a location for such a thing because I wanted to make sure it's safe for me and her, and weather permitting, of course. But she's well overdue for an outing. She's way overdue for an outing, and she's sitting here demanding attention. But I'm going to attach that very silent 5-minute clip to the end of this video. Y'all don't have to stay for that. Those of you that don't want to stay for that, you don't have to. I just want the feedback about the dual capture part about it and see how y'all feel about that. If y'all want to see more of that, yada yada, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for sticking around with me and watching the video. And of course, I just wanted to, show off my newest make. But I love y'all so much. I greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And coming back and watching these videos means a whole lot. Please hit the like button. It does mean a lot. If there's a hype option, I'd appreciate that. And if you hadn't subscribed to the channel, subscriptions are free. Channel memberships start at 99 cents. I probably will be doing both a regular subscriber giveaway and a channel member giveaway for Christmas. So look out for that. At any rate, I love you and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all again later. Bye.